Hi guys, Blog Tyrant here. Here we are with the second ever Blog Tyrant blog critique, and today we are doing landlordrescue.ca. This is Rachel's blog. You would have seen her around Blog Tyrant comment threads a lot. It's kind of ironic that she won this one because she's already had a lot of help from Blog Tyrant. I'm just kidding. I'm really happy to do this for Rachel. She has become actually quite a good friend over the internet. We've sent a few emails and stuff, and I really value her online friendship, so I'm really glad to be able to do this for her today. Now, I've already done this video twice. It's taken me 2 hours, and YouTube rejected it because it was about a minute too long in the end. So I'm going to try and keep this one a bit quicker, talk a bit faster perhaps, and maybe have to cut out some stuff, so please forgive me if I'm talking quickly. I know a few of you have complained about that before. So let's jump into it. The first thing I want to look at is the About page. Now, we've talked a lot about About pages, and in my other persona when I consult with companies, one of the first things we inevitably do is look at their About page. Now, a few days ago on Blog Tyrant we had a discussion about websites that instead of writing about me, they actually write about you. And that's a very good insight into how your About page should be structured. You should be talking about your client or your potential client or your readers. Now, Rachel's blog is sort of a platform for her offline business as well as being a blog. So the idea of her blog is essentially, as far as I can tell, to get her more offline clients and to get her more notoriety in that industry. So here she's got, age, weight, and she's very married. It's a good bit of humor, it makes me laugh, but I think what I'd like to see is that this stuff shifted down to the bottom of the page, and the first few sentences should be really well-defined bit of copy about what you can do for your potential clients. How are you going to help them? And by doing that, you say a lot about you, about yourself. That's what people are interested in when they go to the About page. They don't really want to know about you as much as they want to know about what you can do for them. It's the same as in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He says that people will perceive you as interesting if you talk about their interests, and it's so true, and that's the same thing with the About page. So this stuff here is very good, but I think it needs to open with something about your potential clients and readers. Now, also this photo here, I think needs to be a bit smaller, and I don't mean that to be an insult, it's not. I'm just talking in above the fold terms here. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, above the fold is all of your content that you see on a screen before you have to scroll. So for example, this credentials picture here, that is below the fold because we can't see it when we first land on the site. Now, because this photo is so big, we only get a tiny bit of information above the fold, and that's not a good idea. We need to make this smaller, maybe the size of this one in the sidebar here, and wrap it with the text perhaps so that you get more information above the fold. Also, it'd be good to have a different picture here as opposed to sidebar. Using colors and stuff is a great way to show and evoke emotions in the reader. So like I talked about in Blue Shirt Trust, blue calms people, makes them think that you're professional and powerful. Purple is the color of kings and makes you appear wealthy. So the way you use color is also very important. This photo here needs to say professionalism, it needs to say friendliness, reliability, all of those things. So I'd make sure it's a very high quality photo as well. Just some thoughts there. Nothing that there's anything wrong with this photo, I'm just saying it might be able to be improved upon. Okay, let's go back to the home page here. The second thing I want to talk about, as always, is email subscribers. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see Rachel's got sign up for new updates and then this feed burner stuff. Okay, guys, a lot of you have got this feed burner stuff here. Get rid of it. You don't need to say delivered by feed burner. And in here where it says click here, you can change that text to say something a little bit more exciting, like send the updates, or add me to the list, or yes please, or something actionable. And this text here, your email, I think should go above this form, so people know. I mean, some people might not understand that. I would also use more text, so sign up for new articles. Okay, yes, signing up for new articles is kind of exciting, but what you really want to be doing is promoting your business, not just your blog. So in this area here for your sign up, I'd strongly advise you to go with Aweber. Pay 20 bucks a month. Use my affiliate link, of course. Sign up for Aweber and send something useful. Maybe put together an ebook or a group of newsletters that you send out automatically that help landlords make more money, or give them common advice that you give to a lot of people that you could just package together as a free offering, as a way to get new email subscribers. When you do that, you also elevate yourself as a professional and as an expert, because you're giving away this free information and capturing their email at the same time. These are the people who will use you again and again and again if they perceive you as being an expert or a guru or whatever you want to call it. So I think this text needs to be taken up to the top above the photo, and I think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. You can delete this stuff. It's in between two P paragraph tags in the feed burner code, and make it a little bit more. Give it a call to action. Why should they subscribe? While we're on it, I just remembered that if we go into the single post and scroll down to the bottom here, we can see you've got the same thing. Sign up for new articles. Okay, yeah, it's good, but it could be better. So if we go over to Blog Tyrant, we go to a single post here. Sorry to blow my own trumpet. It's the only one I can think of. But here we go. Here you can see it's colorful. It's got call to action. It's got emotion. That's the kind of thing you should use. You should tell people a way that your blog updates, or by entering their email, is going to improve their life. That's very, very important. Focus on benefits, not features, not numerical things, but things like if you subscribe to this email, and you can make more money, or you can sleep better at night because you're not worried about tenants wrecking your house, or something emotional. That's something that you should definitely try to add into your subscription areas. Okay, sorry about the fast talking, guys, but I really don't want to get through this again and it'd be too long. So go down the side here, and again, I can see we've got the blog roll. We talked about this on the last one. I really don't like them. I think they look like paid links sometimes, and I think they take up room on your website that's not necessary to take up. But I can understand that some of these are probably affiliations of yours. They're like landlord websites and real estate websites, so you might be promoting friends or partners. That's a different story. But if you're gonna, I'd get rid of them. But if you're gonna leave them there, let's have them open up in a new window. So when I click Bruce's website help, I go to Bruce's website, and you've immediately lost a user. So if we just go back here, I think you should have them open up in a new window or a new tab. And the way to do that, I'll just show you really quickly, if you don't know, is like this. So let's just say Bruce's website.com. I don't know what the actual address is, and then we'll call the link Bruce. Now, here you go. This is the standard link of how you do links in a sidebar. What you want to do is just go after this quotation here, after the URL, you want to write target equals blank. And when you add that target equals blank section to the A space href HTML tag, that'll open it up in a new page. So if you don't know how to do that, there's that. Let's go further down here and we look at the AdSense ads. And Rachel and I already talked about this because my last video was about how to get more AdSense clicks. Now, I think this is a really bad idea for Rachel to have these on her website. First of all, if you're going to have AdSense ads, don't chuck them down there in the bottom of the sidebar. If we look over here on Google's heat map, we can see that that is actually the coldest area of the site, other than the very, very bottom under the footer. So you see the hottest areas are here above the primary content, and it sort of cools down a little bit, and here is really cold. And it's pretty logical because you've got all this information above it, and you finally get down here, and how many people are ever going to get down there? Not very many. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is, and I advise companies all the time to get rid of AdSense ads, because every time somebody clicks that, you lose that visitor for a few cents. You might make 10 cents or 50 cents or a couple of bucks, but that could be a customer that's going to pay you thousands of dollars over the years and refer you to so many other people. You've lost them for a few cents. That's one issue. The second issue is brand equity. Okay, so you've got here personal credit check. Do you know about this bank? Do you endorse them? Do you know they're going to do a good personal credit check? Are they going to approve you for a loan? Are they going to approve your visitors for loans when maybe they shouldn't be approved for loans and get in financial trouble? Can you back them? And something interesting that I saw before when I was on Rachel's website, and we can see if we can get it to happen again, is that, see, this is an image here. Before, when I was on Rachel's website, that image was an image of Pamela Anderson with her big boobs out. and it was selling domain names, because every AdSense ad displays differently depending on where you're looking at it. So here in Australia, we've got a company called Crazy Domains, and they use Pamela Anderson to promote their company. And there's nothing wrong with that. She's beautiful, she's sexy, it sells, all that. But do you really want that promoted on your professional real estate landlord website? I'm not really sure that you necessarily do. Okay, so the next thing we'll talk about here is this tweet stuff here. Now, I only just added the Twitter button myself to Blog Tyrant, and I'm still not sure it's a good idea. So if we go over to Blog Tyrant and have a look, this latest article here got 20 tweets, all right? Not very many. But if we scroll down and we have a look, it also got 115 comments. So you'd have to think that maybe this tweet stuff isn't a good measure of social proof. It's not a good measure of showing people that there are other people reading this website. Here we've got 2 tweets, which is, you know, it looks really quiet. But then if we go down the bottom, you can see that Rachel's had 11 comments. So it's not that it's a bad article or it's an unpopular article. It's just that perhaps in this niche, people don't tweet very much. I'm really not sure it's a great idea to have it on there. I think it makes your blog look quiet, and I think it's perhaps time to get rid of it until you either get more or don't even worry about it. You have to really question sometimes whether Twitter is bringing in the results you'd like it to. I know a lot of niches it really doesn't, and it might be because Twitter hasn't reached that niche yet, or it might just be that people in that niche don't like to use it. I know a lot of landlords are probably older folks, you know, who made their money, they're maybe in their 50s, 60s, whatever, and they're not on Twitter. They're either too busy or they don't know how to use it. So I question the value of that tweet button there. The last thing I want to talk about here is this advertisement. I think this is an advertisement. I'm not really sure. If it is, I hope you're earning a lot of money from it, because it's taking up massive amounts of web real estate. So again, have that open up in a new window. When I click it, it just opens up in your window. If you are getting paid for it, that's good. But if not, I'd think about downsizing a little bit, because it is taking up a lot of your sidebar. And that is a very valuable place for you. See, it's even above the fold here. You could be using that for something that's more valuable. All right, guys, that's it. I hope that helps. Sorry for my fast talking. I had to get through it in time. If you want to have a chance to get into the next Blog Tyrant blog critique, make sure you subscribe by email, because I only let people know, I only let my email subscribers know how to enter. See you next time.